So we are live. We are live. Hello guys, today we'll be talking about the EPL season prediction. And so this is probably the first video we're going live with. And so as I wait for my guests to join, I hope you're enjoying the game involving Southampton taking on Everton. So we're waiting for two more co-hosts to join, and so hope you are enjoying the game involving Everton and Southampton. Of course, go, gonna be a surprise for Everton because they have not lost a game. Hey, Gilbert, welcome back. Gilbert, Gilbert, how are you doing, man?
Hello.
Hello, Gilbert, how are you?
I'm perfect. I'm perfect. How are you?
I'm good.
Yes.
Great to see you, man.
Good to see you too, but you're not live on video.
I'm not live.
Yes, I'm just seeing a picture of you in a pink shirt. Don't know you're working at Equity or.
Yeah, I was once an employee there.
Okay. Yeah. So are we live or I'll take the lead from you?
Yeah, we are live. We are waiting for two more guys to work
Okay.
on the video settings.
Okay. So you'll update me once they join or when are we starting?
Yeah, you can hold on because you see the link. You can share it to your. I think we'll start immediately when they join.
Okay, so.
So can you see me now?
Nope, I'm just seeing the picture. I'm not seeing the live feed.
I don't know what's going on because I'm trying
Ah.
to. Oh, okay. Stephen Dama. Okay. Aya, tuachakile. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, we are live. We are live. We are on Zoom, but you'll be on Zoom and you'll be on Zoom and YouTube. So you join using Zoom. Can you see me now, Gilbert?
No.
Oh my God. So I can see you. I don't know why you cannot see.
Or how should I go? I should go to.
Let me see.
I can see you now.
You can see me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so we are waiting for Justin to join.
Okay.
Let me see whether I can. YouTube. So Gilbert, I have not checked on the game involving Southampton and Everton. How is it going? Are you watching it?
I've not been watching it. I've been waiting for you. But I think the last time I checked, I think Everton were leading. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think Everton were leading. I haven't checked.
No, Everton were two goals down.
2 goals down.
Yeah, they were 2 goals down. Southampton were leading.
That just goes to show you how unpredictable this season is.
This thing is, yeah, 2 goals down. Let me check for you. Yeah, this season is open, man. It's open to anything.
Yeah, it's so unpredictable.
Yeah, they are still 2 goals down. And it is the 90th minute.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're still live. We are waiting for Justin because our meeting starts at exactly 11 minutes from now.
Okay. It's taking him so long.
Yeah, I moved the time by 30 minutes to allow some of the
participants. Okay. How is America? Challenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's cool. Everything is all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you are used to life back there in Africa, and you change the culture and everything changes for you, and it takes time before.
Okay. Are there many football fans there? Or
Of
today it's
course, they are.
American football.
You know me. I don't watch American football at all because I don't even understand it.
Uh, but with time you'll get accustomed to it.
Yeah.
So do you get guys who you can talk to about football, discuss about the EPL, Champions League, or it's hard?
Of course, there are guys from, of course, South American countries like Mexico.
Okay.
Of course, we have a lot of guys from Africa.
So those guys, you can at least converse with them about football. They are fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, sure. Don't know what I've done here. In terms of technology, I'm not that sound, so I'm struggling with these things here.
You are learning on the go.
Yeah, I'm actually learning.
But slow but sure.
Yeah, but I hope next time it's gonna be. Yeah.
What happened last weekend?
Last weekend I was trying to go live using is it OBS?
Okay.
And with OBS, I think you need like a software that is kind of expensive. And so I was not able to. The system is new to me. I could not navigate through everything. So I said, let me try Zoom this weekend.
Okay. So you've talked to Justin?
Yeah, he says he's almost joining. Yeah. Are you on your phone or you are on computer?
On my phone. Yeah.
Because I wanted to give you my mouse. That you can invite more people from your end. Yeah, maybe next time we can organize on that.
Okay.
So what do you think about the Premier League this season?
Okay, it's still early. Still very early. 5 games in. I think the issue of fans in the stadium is the contributing factor to the wayward results. If a team is playing home, you'd expect them to have an advantage, but at the moment it's not there. The fans give the team a spring on their steps. But right now you're playing in an empty stadium. There's no home advantage. The fans don't drive you. Like when you have a game at, let's say, Anfield, the atmosphere there is so charged that it pushes the players to go an extra mile. But at the moment, every game is like it's being played on a neutral ground. So that's why you're seeing the results are haywire here and there. You expect Liverpool to Everton, to get a grip on the league. Today they are losing. The teams that you're expecting to run away with the league at the moment are not performing to par. So the management who will fine-tune their players and bring them to the mentality of the current situation and help them to overcome is the team that will be able to win the league. But at the moment, it's still early days.
Okay, yeah, I get you. So Justin is joining.
Okay.
And I don't know whether I can get the link so that you can share to your pages so that we can have Justin, how are you, my friend? I think he needs to connect to his audio because he's not audible.
Okay.
Justo, can you hear me? Gilbert, do you see what Justin is doing?
He seems to be having technological challenges.
Just like myself.
Yeah, I see the missus there advising him on how to go about it.
Mm-hmm. Justo, are you okay now? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to make him a host so that I see whether this one will work for him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm also going to.
Hello.
Justo.
Mambo vipi?
I'm good my brother. How are you doing?
Mazee nimestruggle na hizi vitu hii technology buda. Nasikia sasa Gilbert ananichekelea na ni jirani yangu hapa.
Sasa wewe bibi ndo anakusaidia kuingia Zoom.
Sasa Mangeus ndo wanajua historia ya Zoom man. Anyway, niambie lakini mko fiti?
Yeah, tuko sawa.
Nimesikia mna discuss story ya Everton. Hello.
Everton sasa wamechapa.
Or you were waiting for the Everton game to
Ilikuwa game sasa, unajua pia nilikuwa na interest, lakini sasa naona Everton without James ni kama Everton na haiko. Hello.
Yes, it's like Everton, it's like James ndo alikuwa na pull strings, so
James na pull strings pale maza.
Yeah, so when he's missing
kuna Dragon na Alan na wako.
So maybe Steve, you could set the tone for the discussions today.
Yes.
And so welcome back, because I think we can. Yeah. That's what I want to do. So the Premier League is back. Everybody was waiting for it, as you all know. Yeah, you know, in this kind of life, when we don't have football, life seems not to go on well, man. So, and we all have expectations.
Bro, unaenda ukipotea ama mimi ndo network yangu mbaya?
I don't know, because
Hello, Steve.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, I'm getting you. Gilbo, uko on?
Mimi niko on, na kuona tu, usiweke video.
Nimeweka video.
Unaniona?
Mimi nakucheki.
Tuko sawa. Steve ndo alikuwa anaongea.
But unajua sana naenda kipoza kipotea.
Okay.
Steve.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay, I was saying about the fans' expectation of course, regarding this season. Like everybody has his own expectation.
But you see now, let me tell you, unajua hii season pia kuna challenges zake. Unajua there's the X factor having COVID, and then the injuries coming in. The games are too much. You've seen even Ole complaining about the games coming in close succession. Jose complaining games coming in close succession. So these will be the factors, like unaona kama sasa kama timu kama Liverpool inaweza grand result kama jana mlali grand result, will be among the biggest factor for a team to win the Premier League. Unaona leo Everton vile wameflata because ya easy games zimekuja mingi. I don't know if you guys are seeing such being also the X factor.
No, the issue is the team that the management will analyze the situation the way it is and come up with a good management plan for the players. Is the one that because at the moment they're not analyzing home and away are not there. The team that comes up and the ones that the players doesn't matter where you're going at home. This is of COVID. 5 players have gone for international games, like Ronaldo right now. I think isolated or something. Stay out for a couple of weeks. The games are so many, as Justin said. The Nations League, I think, is time to just wrap because the amount of games that players are playing are so many, and the issues they are facing are also so many. So the amount of games that players are playing are so many, and the issues they are facing are also so many.
Hello.
Hello, mnaniget? Sijui kumekuwa na issue gani, kumekuwa na bla nini?
I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on because okay, I think
Nasikia
it's
hiyo
early and
Gilbo,
a lot of
kuna background sound mingi.
okay, I think it's done now. We're okay.
It's okay.
Mhm.
Gilbo kwa live? Sawa, Gilbo mambo?
Poa. Turn mic. We are seeing your TV.
Unaona TV yangu huko? Wacha.
Turn mic yako.
Mic yangu iko on?
Yeah, nilikuwa na some audio issues but I think the zimekuwa sawa.
Ziko poa. But sasa hivi mnaniget, mnaniona? Hello.
Naona
Hello.
naona ukuta yako sikuoni.
Naona mamiguu bana.
Mimi amunioni?
Tunaona miguu peke yake, hatuoni uso.
Uso ndio hiyo. Umeona sasa?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, now you are
sawa.
Sasa mko sawa?
Sasa uko sawa.
Bora niko hapo, niko on Arsenali.
Yeah, I see.
Bora niko hapo Arsenali,
Yeah.
Mko fiti lakini anyway sasa his season seems like it's a bit tricky.
Go on, we can hear you.
No, nasema
Just go on.
This season seems like it's a bit tricky. Yes, vile Gilbo amesema the man management and everything else will play a key factor. But pia team zile ziko na squad depth. Unakaa sasa hii ka Man City wanalemewa because hiyo story ya depth ya squad. They are really affected so much. So I think this season I'm still it's open, but we might see a very different team winning the Premier League than the expected ones. Yes, Liverpool are in it, but sioni ka the rest of the teams are there. We might have another
different team.
A different team
like Manchester United.
Maybe yes, if Ole is able to. You see, I'm actually, it's very open, and my mind is open to any team winning it.
Yes.
You see, that's the truth. Loyalties aside, but corona it may affect pia teams vibaya sana.
But it's still too early to say which team can.
Yeah, very still too early. Yeah.
Okay, Gilbert, what do you have to say?
Me, I normally start having that discussion after we are halfway through the season. Like, we will start speculating. It's too early to start speculating on which team might win the league because we are just like 5 games in. I normally like having that discussion maybe on the 19th game or halfway through the season. A lot of things can happen. Van Dijk's injury has changed the whole. If bookies were booking that, putting a rating on Liverpool winning the league at maybe let's say 1 or a 2, Van Dijk's injury has changed that completely. So anything can happen. Like right now, Man City are struggling. Aguero age has started catching up, niggling injuries here and there at his age. They don't have an out-and-out finisher like Aguero. Gabriel Jesus has flattered to deceive. Today is on, today is off. So
the injuries, yeah.
It's still very open.
Mm-hmm. So you promised, you told me Manchester is winning it.
It's open to anything.
Gilbert.
If Ole Gunnar can okay, what I was thinking, if Ole Gunnar can manage Cavani to have a season like the one Van Persie had when he joined Manchester United, it's very possible.
But you also have Igalo, whom you just do not play.
That's where the problem we have. That's where the issue of a director of football comes in, because we've been having such discussions all through. If we were in for Cavani, why did we sign him like on the last day, and he had been he didn't have a contract all through? So Manchester United, we have a problem in
the attack side.
Player planning or projections of the players we need, how we need to progress these players going forward, and something like that. Because at the moment, it's like there's no plan. We were looking for Sancho all season. Sancho, Dortmund had told us the price is 120. We want to bargain for that price until the last day. Last day we signed Cavani. It's like there's no clear plan of the players we want to go for, sourcing
Gilbert,
the financing to. Yes,
I just want to get your opinion.
Yes,
defensively.
Yes,
because I really do not think, yes, as much as Manchester have a problem attack-wise and striking force, what is your thought about the defense side of Manchester? What is your thought about you having Tuanzebe, you having Maguire, you having Luke Shaw, you having Wan-Bissaka in between actually, and then Lindelof putting in man of the match game yesterday. Hello.
Okay, if I could rate our defense, if you look at the statistics, the numbers we conceded in the season prior to Maguire coming in, we conceded less in our last season.
Yes.
The issue that Maguire has is pace. If he plays against strikers that have pace, he gets a problem when he's caught out. If you look at the Bergwijn's goal when he played against Tottenham, it was clearly pace. The problem with Englishmen,
yes,
they hype their own at the expense of their failings. The discussions that have been going on is that we need to find a pacey defender to partner Maguire, but Maguire himself has deficiencies. What makes him play on the pitch every time is his price tag. So our defense is not that good, but the manager has to painful. If you look at when Guardiola came to Man City, before he got his best defense, he changed his keeper like 3 times. He got Hart couldn't play his system. He changed him. He bought Claudio Bravo from Barcelona. He couldn't play his system. He took him out. Then he brought Ederson. Ederson could play his system. He had like fullbacks. He had Zabaleta and I think who else? I think Sagna was at Manchester City.
Company. But you see, let me ask you, Gilbert.
But what my point is,
you pointed out the Man City issue. But do you really think Man City have sorted their defense?
It seems like. I've seen Diaz and I've seen this guy they got from Bournemouth. In the game they played against Arsenal.
Nothing Ake.
In the game they played against Arsenal. Yes, Ake. Ake's game has transformed. I watched Ake and I was like, this is not the Ake I was seeing at Bournemouth. That boils down to coaching. If the coaching system can put in the
really transform a player.
Tactics, yes, it can really transform a player. So at times it boils down to the coach. You can have Ole is good in the striking department. He was a striker. He can he can take an average guy in a striking position and coach him into a good striker. But the area that is lacking is on the defense side. He's not sure which is his starting 11. Tuanzebe had a great game against PSG.
Yes.
But again, Maguire is the captain. So it's like he's not brutal enough. Sometimes as a coach, you need to be brutal to get your
to get your right defense. But now let me ask you, Gilbert.
Coming in.
Yes, pointed out the issue. Anyway, before we move on to the next team, just wanted to point out what is your best midfield strike in Manchester?
Midfield?
Your midfield. Do you go out for Fred, Pogba, Fernandes?
Okay, my perspective is the midfield combination that the manager puts out. It has to be dependent on the opposition.
Yes.
It has to be dependent on the opposition, the style that the opposition play, the tactics that the opposition play. Then you structure your midfield to counter that. You can't say if Fred and McTominay and Fernandes worked well against PSG, they'll work well against Chelsea, or they'll work well against Arsenal. It depends on the type of game that Arsenal play.
Yes.
My problem with our midfield basically is because we have two attack-minded midfielders who are undroppable. One, because of the price tag of Pogba. Two, because of Fernandes. I think when Fernandes came in, he was coming in to replace Pogba. That is my thinking, because at that time Pogba was flirting with Real Madrid. His agent was speaking bad on the media, but something changed midway and Pogba came back into the fold. So you find that both of them are attack-minded midfielders. They are not good positionally. These are midfielders that they can't hold their positions. With the ball, they just run around. But when you get a team that gets them on the break, like you watched when we were playing Tottenham,
carries the ball very fast.
Yes, twice Pogba was running back to defend when the ball is already off. He brought a penalty. Oria left him for dead in the other goal. So Solskjaer is trying to be what can I say? He's trying to find a good fit, because Pogba and Bruno cannot play together. They are both attack-minded, and if you don't have a strong box-to-box midfielder playing at 6.
Hello.
That's a problem. Because when our defense doesn't get enough protection, that's why when we play Scott is not good technically, but he'll sit back and protect the defense. So what I can say is that formation depends with the opposition. 11 midfield. Hello.
Yes, I'm getting you.
Yes, I can't say we have I have a preferred midfield formation. If I was the coach, I'll try to play a diamond. I'd play maybe Matic, Pogba on the wing, Fred on the right wing, and maybe Fernandes up top. Based on the fact that Pogba's top performances since I've watched him as a player when he was playing in a diamond formation at Juventus, where he had midfielders who could mop up the play behind him and give him a free role of running across the attack. And that's the same role that Bruno plays. So Pogba does not play well in central midfield because he's not he plays with so much flair. In some positions, like in midfield, he'll get the ball, he wants to add some spices on it, he wants to make a pass that yani ameirembesha sana. And in midfield, you just need to receive the ball, pick a player, release ball. He doesn't play like that. He plays with so much flair. His game is suited in the upper part of the midfield. But when Bruno came in and Bruno was churning out performances after performances, it was hard to drop him. Yes.
Yeah.
So, in my own opinion, Solskjaer should start phasing out Pogba, because if a player, if during Manchester United's time, if you're a player and you go in international break and start flirting with other teams that it's my dream to play for Real Madrid, it's my dream to play for Barcelona. You can have that dream internally. Ronaldo dreamt of playing for Real Madrid. Yes, Ronaldo dreamt of playing for Real Madrid while he was at Manchester United. But I never at one time saw him going to the media and say, my dream is to play for my Real Madrid. Go tell your coach, this is my aspiration. This is where I want to go. Then the coach will know what to do. But when you're starting to say that you dream of playing for another team, then the coach should start phasing him out, because I don't think Pogba will be at Manchester United next season.
And I want to get Steve's view. Steve. Hello. Hey, Steve. Hey, Steve, mambo. Hello, Gilbert.
Yes.
Hello. I wanted to get Steve's view. Steve is, I don't know if he's offline. Just wanted to get his view about Arsenal being very flat, because we really we do not have a creative midfielder in between. Yes, defensively we are sorting out our issues, but on the creative part we are very slow. Hello,
Steve, we can't hear you.
Steve is gone. I think he's not online.
Okay, we can continue. My issue with Arsenal, or maybe if I can give an opinion.
Yeah.
Arsenal, what I can say, Arteta has changed the mentality of the Arsenal players.
Yes.
That's what I've noticed. When Arsenal go a goal down, the shoulders won't drop, the players won't hold their waists. The performances just keep coming, the intensity is there. But what I've noticed is affecting Arsenal is the forward position, especially Andre Lacazette. He's gone completely. His confidence.
If you ask me, Gilbert, I really have my biggest issue with Mikel has been his picking about Auba. Auba playing on the wing, yes. Auba is good on the wing, but Auba is very good in the central striking post. So that has been actually my biggest challenge. I do not understand how he prefers to play him on the wing. Then he prefers to play a boy like Nketiah or like Willian, like the game we did with Manchester City. See, that was our biggest fail.
Okay, maybe it's because most of Auba's key goals against these top sides have been when he was playing on that left side position. If you remember the game he played against Man City, I think Liverpool has been on that left side.
Those are cup games, but these are Premier League. You see, those are cup games.
But Martinelli is back, I think Martinelli will start playing.
Martinelli is almost coming back. But you see, at the end of the day, we still have Bakayoko who can play in the wing.
Yeah, I saw him in the game against, was it Man City?
Yes, actually, the best player we had against Man City was Bakayoko. The rest of the players were just silent. They were not there.
No, you had a great game. You know, in such high profile games, the chances.
You remember me complaining in the group, in the Become group, complaining that Arsenal were very poor. Then you had told me, no, but we were very blunt. We did not create the chances. We did not show the intent. You see,
I beg to differ. I beg to differ.
We were moving the ball very slowly.
I think when Arsenal fans need to accept the fact that the sleek, short passing, beautiful to the eye football that Arsene Wenger accustomed you guys to is long gone.
Yes, that
Arteta is bringing a new brand of football that is result oriented,
which we accept.
You see, I've watched Arsenal for a long time, and it's very rare to see Arsenal coming with a playing position whereby they are sitting back and waiting to hit you on the break. Arsenal was a team that could finish a game with 75 or 80% possession, but still lose the game, and the fans will say the ball was still pleasing to the eye, even if we lost, but still playing good football. So the issue in the Man City, yes. So the issue with the Man City game, in high-profile games, the chances are so few. So what your forward line should ensure that when those half chances come, you convert them. Bukayo Saka had a great chance. Yes.
You see, let me ask you, Gilbert.
Yes.
The chances will be very few in those games.
Yes.
But now you have your best converter playing on the sidelines in the wings. How do you ensure that you convert those few chances that you will get? You get my problem.
Now that
is my only issue.
That's up to the coach. Now that's up to the coach now.
Yes.
Because you see, he's been giving Lacazette chance after chance, but his performances are still waiting.
Yes, he flatters. Nketiah flatters.
It's up
yes,
to.
But you see now, you see, if you look, yes, I do not have a problem with him playing Pepe. Pepe is improving game by game. Okay. But now you see, when you put Pepe one wing or Willian one wing, put Bakayoko one wing, put Damfak Auba in the middle. Those few chances that you will get, he will convert. He will buy it. His conversion rate is better than anybody else.
But you know,
the best players.
Auba plays well with space. From my own observation, do you know that Auba plays so well with space?
Yes. I understand.
Auba is not a box. He's not a box striker like Lukaku, who he is very deadly in the box. Auba is a player that a defender comes to him. There's space in front of.
He likes to steal the space. That one chance, that 1 yard.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you're moving him to the center, then his type of play or his game should have to change for him to
but
work.
You see, he's also getting older. Gilbert, he's also getting older, which is true, yes. He doesn't have the energy that he can play on the wing.
So my question to you,
yes,
why was Partey signed? Because from my own observation, your midfield is so good. Xhaka nowadays is undroppable. Ceballos, so creative on the ball. Who did Partey come to replace in that midfield?
What I can tell you, Gilbert, you getting me?
Yes.
You see, Partey is quick on the ball than Xhaka, and quicker than Ceballos. And from my observation, he's very creative than Ceballos. That I can promise, because maybe innocently saying this because of the only game I've watched him, the Europa game he played. The ball was a very, 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 he was carrying the ball very fast and demanding of the forward lines. Create the space. I move the ball very fast. Yes. So, in Xhaka is a very good player. But Xhaka is very slow. And the Premier League nowadays, you will be punished if you are very slow. So Partey is coming, my opinion, to replace Xhaka. And maybe in the long run, yes, it might look very controversial, but let me tell you, because Xhaka is a very good midfielder, without denial. Very long range passer, very good. But you see, those compliments, Partey possesses them also. But the advantage with Partey is also very fast than Xhaka. Xhaka is very slow. You look at his backtracking. When we don't have the ball, when we are like chasing the ball, that has been the biggest downfall for Xhaka. Because we needed somebody, yes, when we do not have the ball, who can go out and out, try to chase it back and get it. And that is now what we've gotten in Partey. And I really hope the positives, yes, I watched in that Europa League game, and then the few moments he played against Man City. he's a very good ball winner. And that is what we really lack in the midfield. Xhaka is good when you have the ball, but when you do not have the ball, you cannot trust Xhaka in that midfield. Maybe you might not agree, but that's the truth. When you have the ball, yes.
What's your opinion on the Ozil situation?
I really am. It's a very sad one, to be honest. I do not agree with him. I do not agree with Mikel, yes. I do not agree with his politics, yes. But he's a very good player.
But let me ask you. Ozil has had problems. Okay, the German setup. He's had problem with the German team. He had problems with Good Evening. I know you know who that is.
Let me ask you, Gilbert.
Let me finish. He had problems with Good Evening, your former coach. He's had problems with Arteta. Does it mean that all these coaches are on the wrong, or is it the player on the wrong? Surely it can't be a coincidence that all these two managers have a problem with this player, and it's the managers who have a problem, and it's not the player. From my opinion, these issues came about when he refused to take a pay cut. And all the other players took a pay cut.
Yes.
Then another thing that comes in, it's common practice. You cannot embarrass your boss in public. I think you know that.
Yes, yes.
The club has made a decision because of maybe finances and COVID to get rid of Ganasaurus. I think you know who Ganasaurus is.
Yeah, the mascot.
The club mascot. Yeah, then Ozil comes in. He refused to take a pay cut so that the club can have more funds, and he comes out public and says, "I'll put the salary for Ganasaurus. Ganasaurus should be retained." Don't you think that it's embarrassing your boss? Your boss had come up with even COVID has affected a lot of clubs. Even Barcelona players are taking a pay cut. Yes. So what is your opinion, or what is your point by saying you do not agree with Arteta's position or the club's position on Ozil? But because I don't think this position comes from Arteta only. I think it comes from above. Because if the club is chucking out £350,000 playing a player, and as a coach you decide this player won't be playing in the Premier League, I think this decision comes from above, from Edu and all the other honchos at the top.
Yes. And so let me get you back to the genesis of Ozil's problems.
Okay.
Actually, Ozil's problem started with the Chinese issue about the minority Muslims in China, in some province in Xi'an something.
Yes, I saw that documentary.
Yes. That was the genesis. And then you see, that week, the state broadcaster, the Chinese state broadcaster, did not air Arsenal's game. You see, and that commercial aspect was really hard to do Arsenal.
Right. And right now with COVID, the fans from broadcasting are playing a key role in sustaining the club.
They are playing a very key role. You see, then that week we did not get, and then all our restaurants in China. Actually, Arsenal owns a big franchise of restaurants in China.
Okay.
Which they depend on commercially. Yes, that is the commercial aspect of the club. Now, that is the genesis of Ozil's problems. So in the club, yes, distancing themselves from Ozil's statements and disowning his statements and saying those are his individual opinions, and then they applaud him next game. He didn't play actually the next game after that statement. That is the genesis of Ozil's problems. Yes. So I do not agree, yes. Because you see now, he needs to identify the political aspects. And you see, the club is bigger than him. It has a commercial aspect, which he was trying to dent. But now with I don't have a problem with the club, but with Arteta coming out and saying he's only not playing Ozil because of footballing reasons, that is not sincere and that is not honest.
But I think as a coach, there are some reasons. There are some reasons that you cannot come out openly and address to the public that this is the main reason for.
I know. But
looking at now,
Gilbert, promising you with Partey in currently with Partey in, yes, and if we can play either Xhaka and Partey and then play Ozil as a number 10, we are a complete team. But that lack of creativity, because yes, we tend to think Ceballos might be that the solution.
Ceballos is a player on loan. He's a player on loan.
Yes, he's a player on loan.
Can recall him every time. Yes.
Yes, he's a player that we think can solve our creative problems, but on many occasions, Ceballos is very slow. On the counter, look at Ceballos. He's very slow. He's not a fast player. And you see, with the current Premier League, you need a team and a system that if you have the ball, you can move it very fast and hurt the opponent
before they track
in the fewest seconds, yes. But with our system, we're not moving the ball very fast. We are very pace players, but we don't have a good carrier of the ball. Of which that the only player that can carry that ball currently at Arsenal is Ozil. Yes, if you look at no, he is not going back. He's not coming back to the team. That is accepted. That is the truth. That we will not change, because you see now the club is bigger than an individual. But now we need to find. You see, like even my biggest cry was not even to sign Partey. My biggest cry was to sign Aurore from France. Because we need that creativity. That is what lacks.
Okay.
But anyway, in Partey, we've signed a very good player, a very good ball winner. Anyway, I want to see more and see. I'm waiting for him to see today him playing against the likes of. You see, we have today a very challenging game in Harvey Barnes. Okay. You see, Harvey Barnes is a very, very, very is a player that you cannot predict.
Okay.
He can hurt you any second in the midfield. Yes.
I see your defense right today. Nowadays, your defense is sorted. Gabriel has blended in so well.
Gabriel so fast. Good, yeah, Gabriel is good. Luis is improving with the right mix. But you see, you cannot only play the game with the defense. The midfield has to come in. Yes, the midfield has to come in. Because if you have to protect, you see, you are crying about Manchester not to protect their defense. In maybe Bruno and Pogba. The same way, if we cannot be able to protect our defenders, yes, we might have a very good defender. But if we are not able to protect them, that is the same problem I have with actually Lampard. He has very good midfielders, but he chooses not to play. The problem I have with Lampard, yes, he has very good midfielders. But you see, Jorginho needs a midfielder that will protect him, the defensive side. Jorginho is very good, but he needs a defensive shield. You see, that is why Chelsea, you see, they're conceding so many goals. You might blame Kat Zuma, you might blame Thiago Silva,
but yesterday they had a very good match performance.
Yes. Yesterday they had a very good balance. But now, going forward. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yes, going forward. They need to find a balance. Yes, they need to find a balance.
What are you talking about, Chelsea or Arsenal?
I'm saying about. I brought in Chelsea, and said yesterday they had a very good game defensively.
I had a discussion with a Chelsea fan, and he was telling me if Lampard does not win the league or maybe finish the same position he finished last season, then he's out of a job next season. Because Abramovich is normally very brutal. You'll tell him the names he wants, or maybe he'll give you the names he thinks are good for the team. But if you don't deliver, regardless of whether you are a legend, club legend, or you achieved so much with the club, he'll show you the door. Do you think Lampard can overcome that?
That, in some sense, has a truth. But you see, they bought a lot. And their biggest undoing has been Kepa. Actually, Kepa is very poor. Their goalkeeper, the former goalkeeper, now maybe with Mendy,
spent close to 200 million.
Yeah, they spent almost, not 200, almost 250 something, yes. But you see, their 200. Biggest undoing was...
Yes, that's
biggest undoing. Their biggest also undoing was the goalkeeper. That we have to accept. Kepa was not good at all. His statistics, if you watch, even long range shots, hakuwa naona. Yes. So, in them having Mendy now, progressively, if he sorts out his defensive woes and decides to play Kante in his midfield with Jorginho, then Kai Havertz and Ziyech coming in, Timo Werner playing forward, they will hurt a lot of teams if they find the mix.
Does Mason Mount have any starting role in a blended
he's a bit bad player. If you ask me, he's a bit bad player.
But he's been performing. Even in...
Yes, he's been performing, but...
Why is it?
Yes, he's been performing, but he's not good enough.
His off-the-ball movement. His off-the-ball movement is fantastic, because I remember there was a very heated argument on Twitter when England were playing. They were arguing that this Aston Villa guy should have started instead of Mount, but Southgate said that Mount's off-the-ball movement is what makes him to be in that team.
But what is his role?
He delivered. He scored a goal.
Yes, fine. No, other than scoring the goal, what is his role? You need to
midfield.
Creating more goals.
He's an attacking midfielder.
That is where I'll disagree with you. Yes, you will wish to support Mount, but I will wish to support Grealish, because Grealish, on the ball, he will offer a lot. And you see, you will be able to create more chances or score more goals when you have the ball, not when you are off the ball. You see, off the ball,
Grealish,
now you need to bestow that on somebody else. The defensive side.
Grealish last season was the most fouled midfielder in the Premier League because of the style of football he plays. When I look at Grealish play, I remember one player who once played for Arsenal, and injuries hampered his progression, in the name of Jack Wilshere.
Jack Wilshere.
Yes. His type, for Southgate, it's like the style of play that Grealish plays does not suit his philosophy or the type of brand of football that he wants to play for the England team. So it's just about philosophy or the type of football he wants to play. But it's a very heated argument.
If you ask me, yes, maybe you might disagree, but I do not find any other better number 10 in the Premier League other than Bruno and Grealish. Bruno and Grealish are the best number 10s we have in the Premier League at the moment. Their on-the-ball movement is on and spot on. They can ping any pass.
Where is Van de Beek in that affair?
And if they get the right strikers, they can punish any team.
You know, sometimes I watch Grealish play and regret why we took this guy from Ajax.
Van de Beek.
But in insight, I think he would have cost us around 80 million pounds.
That's the problem. No, you see, English players their figure is exaggerated. You see, by pricing out a Premier League player is very expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the challenge. Anyway,
Okay.
we'll have this discussion.
Steve.
Hello. Steve is not on.
Steve, what's happening?
Steve alipotea. I don't know what happened.
We've taken over your channel. I think today's earnings from views you should split between me and Justin.
Hey, Steve. Hello.
I can't hear him, kabisa.
We can't get him anyway. Gilbo, we'll discuss more.
Yes.
Let me find something. Let me put something on, and
Wrap
then
this up.
yeah.
We can wrap this up.
I think, yeah, we can wrap this up, and then we can have this discussion maybe after the game. Maybe if you will be available. Najua kesho naenda job. Mimi pia kesho naenda job, but sijui kama utakuwa after hiyo game ya Arsenal, then we can discuss and see what happened. Hello?
Steve, it's like we are not hearing you, so we are signing out.
Yeah, Gilbo, we'll drop him a message. Let's just sign out. Sawa?
Okay.
Poa.